So right now you should have your first... Why are we still talking? Right now you should have your first and last name on the paper. You should have your textbook open up to the very back where the formula chart is. I didn't say tear anything out.
This is a blank piece of paper. Yeah, no, it was annoying me.
Well, you might possibly be annoying someone else who's teaching this class. All right, today we're going to talk about perimeter. We're going to talk about perimeter of rectangles, and we're going to talk about perimeter of squares. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over the rules that we must have. So if you are given information and you can draw a picture, you always draw a picture. So let's say, for example, you had a rectangle with a length of 26 meters and a width of 13 meters. You would have to draw the picture. 26 meters, 13 meters. And we're going to find the perimeter of this rectangle. So as I'm doing this, you're writing down this stuff too. So you have some notes when I ask you to do your own. It will also hopefully be on the interweb as long as this one records with sound. We'll see. The first class didn't record with sound. I don't know why. I swallowed a fly. All right, Delaney, looking at your formula chart, can you tell me the formula for finding perimeter of a rectangle? Nope. Read it. It's on your formula chart. All you have to do is look at it. Perimeter equals... Shh. Do you see on the back where it says perimeter?
Yeah.
Do you see where it says rectangle?
Oh, okay.
2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay?
I didn't know what the one was.
Is the L. All right, let me tell you what's important with this. Every single one of you, if I asked you to find the perimeter, you could do it, and most of you would just add all 4 sides together. You know it's a rectangle, so you know this is 26, and you know this is 13. That's how most of you would do it right now. However, on a test, they're not always going to ask you what is the perimeter. They're going to ask you which equation or which expression would show you how to find the perimeter. Which means anytime we're doing a problem that has perimeter, we're always going to write down first the formula. First thing we write down is the formula. If you have a problem that gives you a formula, that problem is basically telling you this is how you do it. You should never get it wrong. Anything on the formula chart, that's free information that they're giving you. They're not making you memorize that. All of that stuff on the formula chart is free information. It's like, okay, I know this is a problem, but I want you to get it done correctly. This is what you do. It is free information. It is. So, once you have the formula written down, Rocky, what does the L stand for in the formula? Length. And Rocky, what does the W stand for in the formula? Width. Then we just plug in our numbers in place of the variables. So, for example, in this one, perimeter equals 2 times, we find the length. The length is usually going to be the longest side. So 2 times 26 meters plus 2 times the width is 13 meters. It's telling you what to do. It's telling you how to find it. It's saying, hey, crazy kid, get this done correctly. It's very easy. You should never miss it. And the rock means never miss it. Now we know our order of operations. There are no parentheses. There are no exponents. Next is multiplication and division, which means we do these two operations because they're both multiplication, and then we add them together. But on a multiple choice test, this a lot of times would be your answer. It would say, which equation would you use to find the perimeter of this rectangle? And so 2 times 26 is what, Hannah? 52. So we have 52 meters. Plus 2 times 13 is what? Oh, let's go. Christopher.
26.
26. Okay, now we just have the one operation. 52 plus 26 is what, Delaney?
78.
78 meters. So the perimeter of this would equal 78 meters. Now what you're going to see a lot is they're going to give you a word problem where it says they're building a rectangular garden. This is the measurements of the garden. What is the perimeter? Or what formula could be used to find the perimeter? And they're not going to give you the picture. That's why we always draw the picture. That's why we always draw the picture. Okay, so let's look at a couple more. And since I know that these are all going to be perimeter problems, I'm leaving my formula up there. 2 times length plus 2 times width. I'm going to say the length equals 9. The width equals 7. And we'll make these in centimeters. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write down, or we're going to draw a picture. Some problems you may see, they'll put it all diagonal cattywampus so that you'll be confused. It's, if I could draw correctly, it's still a rectangle. 9 centimeters, 7 centimeters. I use the formula. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Perimeter equals 2 times 9 plus 2 times 7. 18. Perimeter equals 18 plus 14. And what is 18 plus 14? Somebody do it for me, Jesse.
Wait,
No, don't go up there. Just do it at your desk and tell me.
So 32.
32. So our perimeter equals 32 centimeters. If we follow the formula every single time, if you draw a picture every single time, you're not going to make any mistakes, no matter if it's fractions, no matter if it's decimals, no matter if it's just variables. If it said the width is W, the width equals W, then you would just put 2 times, let's say this problem says the width is W. We would make the width W, and we still follow the formula. It would say, which equation could you use? It would still be perimeter equals 2 times 9 plus 2 times W. Perimeter equals 18 plus 2W. Okay? It's not telling you, you're not finding the perimeter. You're just finding the formula that you would use to do the perimeter. Got it.
Got it.
All right, I'm going to put 2 up here.
Wait.
I'm going to put 2 up here, and I want you to do those 2 on your paper. If you're watching at home, please pause the video. So, let's say the length equals 18 3/10 feet. The width equals 9 6/10 feet. Actually, I'll just put 1 up there. So I want you to do this problem on your paper, draw a picture, write down the formula. It is a rectangle, yes. So draw a picture, use the formula, plug in 18 3/10 for length, 9 6/10 for feet. And it will be on part 2 of this video. We'll go over this, and then we'll work on squares, and then I'll give more examples, and lots of fun. Thank you for watching.